fallout from Charlie Kirk's killing has spread to the workplace. People are getting fired for comments that seem to celebrate or glorify the assassination of the MAGA activist and father of two young children. These companies and organizations have reported either terminating or suspending employees for posts about Kirk, and that includes Middle Tennessee State University firing a worker they say had, quote, zero empathy for Kirk's death.
Elon Musk's startling disclosure has completely changed the way we view the radical left. The murder of Charlie Kirk has left corporate America, Hollywood included, reeling, and its consequences can destroy careers in an instant. People are losing their jobs faster than anyone could have imagined, all under the banner of free speech. Brace yourself, because this is the moment when the truth came fully into view. When I first saw how some individuals reacted to Charlie's murder, I couldn't believe it. Are you serious? I asked myself. How could anyone treat something so tragic with mockery or laughter? But let's break down today's story. First, we'll cover the shocking viral celebrations that erupted online. Then, you will see the exact moment Elon Musk reached his breaking point with certain companies and began contemplating letting go of employees whose views were too progressive. Finally, I'll share the top 5 employers known for firing workers over controversial opinions, complete with documented cases. Here's what happened, in case you missed it. Charlie Kirk, 31, founder of Turning Point USA and a well-known conservative activist, was shot during a meeting at Utah Valley University. While addressing hundreds of students, Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old college student, allegedly fired a single shot from roughly 200 yards away. Court filings indicate that at 12:23 p.m. on Wednesday, Robinson used a high-powered bolt-action rifle with a scope from the roof of the Losi Center. Kirk was hit in the neck and taken to Timpanogos Regional Hospital for treatment. At 2:40 p.m., President Trump announced his death, and this is when things began to spiral. Instead of showing the smallest bit of compassion, some people on social media celebrated Kirk's death almost immediately. Watching it unfold was shocking. These were individuals openly supporting the loss of a parent of 2 young children. To illustrate, a video went viral showing a girl shouting on campus, mocking the tragedy. She appeared to treat the shooting like a spectacle, as if it were a sporting event. Moments like these remind us that cruelty exists in the most unimaginable forms. As a result of these extreme reactions, many employees at large corporations were let go as companies moved quickly to distance themselves from those displaying such behavior.
The best news ever.
What? Donald Trump died?
Second best news.
The vice president died?
Okay, third best news.
Elon Musk died?
Okay, no. Nobody died. My best friend's getting married.
Which one is it?
Taylor Swift! Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged!
But it gets even more disturbing. In a video, 2 young girls, likely between 8 and 11 years old, are asked about the best news they've ever heard. Their responses, shocking. They cheered about the deaths of public figures, including Donald Trump, the vice president, and even Elon Musk. What makes it truly unsettling is the enthusiasm in their voices. It's clear that the adults around them are encouraging this mindset, teaching them to celebrate tragedy.
News right now, multiple airlines have confirmed that they have fired employees over Charlie Kirk-related posts. Delta and American Airlines have both confirmed that they have fired employees because of insensitive comments made following the death of Charlie Kirk. This news comes after Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy in the Trump administration urged airlines to essentially fire those who make inappropriate or insensitive comments. And it's just 2 of the more slew of firings that we are seeing across the country, from airlines to NFL teams to service members in the military to educators to laborers, and so many more being fired every single day, literally every single hour at this point, because of comments made about Charlie Kirk. And it's sparking significant concern in the workplace over First Amendment rights and the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech.
Next, we saw the Microsoft diversity officer, who was fired, captured on video breaking down in tears. She repeatedly said, "I was just fired from my job after 6 years of building the diversity, equity, and inclusion department from scratch. Her public celebration of a man's assassination cost her everything." This is where Elon Musk steps in. He responded in a way he never had before, declaring, "The left is the party of murder." Let that sink in. The world's richest businessman and one of the most influential voices in media openly condemned an entire political movement for glorifying violence. I won't lie, I got chills watching his reaction. Finally, after enduring constant attacks, he struck back with full force. What followed was like a chain reaction. Companies began letting employees go one by one, and the examples are striking. Workers at Delta and American Airlines were dismissed because of posts celebrating Charlie Kirk. DC Comics fired a writer, canceled the Red Hood comic series entirely, and refunded dealers for unsold copies. Think about that. Just to distance themselves from someone rejoicing in Kirk's death, these companies took massive financial hits.
My f***ing job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my f***ing job. I was just fired from my f***ing job. Now I have nothing but this. I have nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore.
Middle Tennessee State University confirmed that an employee who made cruel, callous comments about Kirk's death and showed no remorse was immediately terminated. MSNBC also let go of political commentator Matthew Dowd after his harsh remarks. Meanwhile, the most viral reactions unfolded on TikTok. Video after video captured people openly grieving the loss of their jobs, sharing their shock and frustration with the world.
So we came in for an order earlier for the printing poster to our vigil tonight.
Yes.
For somebody that passed. It's not sorry.
Propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't get that here.
All right. So what's your name? Kirk. I'm Fed Supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes, Keith.
So, unfortunately.
So they say they don't print political propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years ago.
That's political propaganda, unfortunately.
So this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil?
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
I said it
What makes it propaganda? Because he's a political figure and I don't have to. Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you want to speak further on those.
Pay attention to this. These are the same people who consistently champion cancel culture. When conservatives lose sponsors, they cheer, demand terminations, and dig through old posts. Yet the moment the consequences touch them, suddenly freedom of speech becomes their rallying cry. The hypocrisy is staggering. We even have footage of an Office Depot employee refusing to print materials for Charlie Kirk's memorial prayer vigil, labeling them as propaganda. When asked what she meant by that, she replied, "Because he's a political figure and I don't have to."
See how much violence there's on the left, with our friend Charlie Kirk getting murdered in cold blood this week, and people on the left celebrating it openly. The left is the party of murder and celebrating murder. I mean, let that sink in for a minute. That's who we're dealing with here. And the message is really, my message is to the reasonable center, the common sense. So my appeal is to British common sense, which is to look carefully around you and say, if this continues, what world will you be living in? This is a message to the reasonable center, the people who ordinarily wouldn't get involved in politics, who just want to live their lives. They don't want, they're quiet. They just go about their business. My message is to them. If this continues, that violence is going to come to you. You will have no choice.
Pilots, professors, doctors, and even members of the armed forces are facing job losses. According to NPR, a total of 33 employees have already been let go.
The core of the left, at the core of a liberal, is someone that would use the sword if they had it. They are very violent people at their core. They always have. They can't debate. They can't have conversation. So they'll resort to these tactics. They're going to do everything they possibly can to try to murder this movement because they can't beat us. So they're going to try to take weapons. And no, we're very aware of that. I'm aware of it. We have to have full-time security. This is not a joke. This is who these people.
You're exactly proving my point by suggesting I might be targeted by the radical left. Elon responded to a comment implying he was in danger. Think about that. Now the world's richest man faces a potential threat simply for standing up for free speech. Elon also took the time to clarify some misinformation. He corrected a Tesla employee's claim that Charlie Kirk had been compared to Adolf Hitler. Importantly, this employee was not fired. She had resigned a year earlier. Throughout it all, Elon remains unwavering in his commitment to truth over falsehood, even when defending his own company. It's worth noting that Charlie Kirk had predicted the same dangers weeks before he was tragically shot.
News, here are the top 5 companies that have fired people for making celebratory social media posts about Charlie Kirk's death. Number 5 is DC Comics. Now, they have canceled the latest edition of the series Red Hood by Gretchen Felker Martin. Now, they believe Martin made an inappropriate social media post and have decided to do away with the series. Number 4 is MSNBC. They fired Matthew Dowd pretty much right alongside with the assassination, he immediately made some remarks that the things Charlie Kirk was saying and doing led to the assassination, and they quickly fired him. Number 3, Tennessee State University fired an employee. And number 2 is American Airlines, who fired a pilot for making a social media post. There have been, as some reports of up to 33 people fired since the assassination for their social media posts.
Now here's the part that will really shock you. This is what's actually happening. This isn't just a battle between left and right anymore. It's about basic human decency. Your true character is revealed when you celebrate someone else's death. When companies finally reached their limit, they took action and let those employees go. America got a clear look at the radical left's true face once the mask came off. We saw toddlers being taught to hate, Microsoft employees mocking tragedy, and even teachers applauding murder. But there's another side to this story. The consequences became unmistakably clear. Those who have spent years canceling others finally got a taste of their own medicine, and many couldn't handle it. If we return to fundamental values, America's future looks promising. Human decency can triumph over political tribalism, love can overcome hate, and courage can rise above fear. These are the principles Charlie Kirk stood for, and his legacy is inspiring a new generation to challenge this destructive culture. Share your thoughts in the comments below about this karma in action. For the first time, these individuals realized that actions carry consequences. Even when they thought they were untouchable behind a screen, employers and the public took notice, and now everyone can see their true colors.